Hello everybody, welcome back to the Long Dark in a new week with the Gazbeard. I hope you had a great weekend, and I'd like to thank all the people who decided to subscribe to the channel last week. Many thanks. Everybody else, if you're new to the channel, we're doing a 1000-day attempt at surviving in the Long Dark on Voyageur level difficulty. We're here on the Mystery Lake map in the Trapper's Lodge. And last week we went to the Muskeg Forge, made a load of arrowheads, and we've been hunting for a maple sapling ever since to make a bow. We did find one, and we're about to move back to the lake office with our haul of goodies from spending a few days here at Trapper's. So let's get on with it. Please remember, I welcome comments, so if you have any queries or comments about why I do anything, then please do throw them down into the comments below below the video, and I'll answer them as quickly as I can. And if you think I'm just being an old fart and completely and utterly useless, then feel free to say so. I don't really mind that much. How much ammunition are we holding here? 5, 10. What states those mucklucks? 19%. Well, we probably need to get them back and repaired, so we'll take them with us. We'll leave the rifle cleaning kit here. How much ammunition have we got in the rifle? 3 rounds. I can't remember how many we left at the lake office, but I'm going to leave 5 rounds here because we've got a rifle here and a cleaning kit. That cleaning kit is at 100%. Are we carrying one? It's at 55. Yep. States that rifle in?
Better safe than sorry.
52%. We'll leave the 100% here. Right. All that remains is how much water are we carrying? 0.73 litres, more than enough to get us back. We are a bit on the hungry side. Let's... Oh, we nearly forgot that cured deer hide. We're now overloaded, and once we get out of the cabin, what I'm going to do is, we've got 2 kilos of meat here. I'm just going to very quickly eat one to get him off our backs about food. It's foggy, visibility is reasonable, and you'll note that I'm not taking the rifle out. That's because I don't want to just waste ammunition. We're going to head back to Mystery Lake, but one of the first things I'm going to do on the way through, and that's the deer that we harvested the other day, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a couple of torches up here. Torches that we've been carrying around for ages. And it's 0.6 of a kilo. It adds quite a bit to our weight, so let's just drop them here in case we need to go back through this tunnel. There they are. That takes us down to 31.64 in kilos. I'm going to take the wide route until I've checked if we have a bear wandering around up there. Doesn't look like one. Can't see him.
Looks like I survived another night.
We may have a wolf in this next clearing. So I'm going to be, again, a little bit on the cautious side. I want to take the short route back to the camp office if I can. But I want to do it without having to... Oh, of course we're going to have to wrestle with him. We may as well. Oh, and he's being a sneaky sod. And we missed him. Torn clothing and blood loss. Well, the blood loss is easy to fix. And we need to apply some antiseptic. Right, leave the rifle away. I'm not taking it out. And that was a pretty crap shot by me. But then again, the wolves are getting... They seem to have improved the AI on the wolves. They're very jinky as they come into attack. They don't hold the straight line. Oh, and there's the bear. Now, that's worth a punt. Get my mouse in roughly the right position. Bring it up again. We hit him. We definitely hit him. Time to run. We do not want to be hanging around, because he will come over that hill like a freight train. Oh crap. Oh, well, that makes up for the shot on that wolf. Oh, that was exciting. Oh, my heart is pounding. Wow. You know what? We may not be going back to Trappers after all. Back to Mystery Lake after all. We are so close to Trappers. Oh. And you know what? That's got to be worth a screenshot. So we'll just wait for Mark to hold his breath. In fact, that's not the best positioning for the screen titles. We'll do it this way. Wow. Yeah. I am very pleased with myself over that. Now, one of the most important things to get off this guy quickly is his hide, before he gets a chance to deteriorate and despawn. So we'll harvest that. And it looks like we're getting cold. Just check that. It feels like -5. We're at 71% condition. Our temperature is dropping. So you know what? It's not even midday yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all those goodies back to the Trapper's Lodge. And I think we've got no rounds in the rifle. So let's just reload it with those 5 that we brought along. Get all the skins and guts and everything else that we picked up back to the Trapper's Lodge. Give us some weight capacity, and we will then come back and we'll harvest the bear. And there's a lot of harvesting to do, a lot. But we need to have a fire beside him while we're doing it, just in case the weather decides to get really cold. Look at all these stones. Wow. Ideal for bunny hunting if there was any bunnies around. Now, we need to get a real move on here, because we've got a lot of harvesting to do in a short amount of time. We're going to have to do this very, very quickly. So it's going to be a quick and dirty drop of everything. So first things first, we'll drop the bear hide. Then we'll drop back Drop that disc in. Drop to the side. Drop the next disc in. And drop the next one. These are cured guts, so we'll drop them there. These are fresh, these are fresh. So we'll put them here. And anybody who regularly watches my videos or live streams knows that I'm usually much tidier than this when I'm dropping stuff on the floor. But I want to get the maximum out of the daylight. So I'm just being very rough and ready with this. What else are we carrying that we don't need? That cook pot. Just put that up there. Anything else that's heavy? We're carrying an extra can for some reason. Let's just get rid of that. Wherever it's gone. We need a second can in here anyway. We've only got the one. So I should have done this before we left. Leave that there. Right. What else have we got that we don't need to be carrying? Not a lot really. Got 2 cans of soda. We got 3/4 of a litre of water. We probably need to take more with us. We can leave those mucklucks behind. We don't need to take them when we're harvesting. We just put them on the workbench. Nothing there. Nothing there except the books really, but we'll hold on to the books for now. Takes us down to 25 kilos, that's good. Right, I'm going to take a couple of kilos, a couple of pieces of fur with us. I'm going to take an extra water bottle. Right, we need to be picking up sticks and gathering wood as we go back. You notice I'm keeping the rifle out. It's because I don't want the wolves coming getting nosy. We've got about 35 kilos of meat to harvest off that bear. Plus 10 guts. That's a lot of weight. That's in the region of about 38, 39 kilos to harvest from him. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest him to the point of leaving 20 kilos on him, bring all of that back here, and then go back, get the 20 kilos, take it through to the camp office, and drop the 20 kilos at the camp office. Depending on timings, we may then cook it. Sticks over there. How far are they? It's just the one. We'll grab it. I didn't see any sticks down in that valley as we came through it, so we're probably going to have to drop into here to get sticks. Don't want to be smashing up those small branches because we don't have time for it. Okay, so let's drop down here. In case you're wondering, if we hadn't stopped to turn around and look and see if he was chasing us, he would have followed us all the way back to the camp office. He was on a pursuit. He was determined to have us. We were very, very lucky to get that headshot kill. Now, there should be some harvestable branches over here. And they're a long way off. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a fire behind him. just to give us a bit of wind protection. Have those feathers that the crows have kindly dropped. And as always, thank you guys. Is there another one there? No. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the fire there. Start it with sticks. Try and start it with that. Can't use the magnifying glass, not enough sunlight. Okay, we'll use the fire striker. We want a really good start to the fire. Come on, fire, get going, get going. Get going, fire. Come on. There we go. Add that fuel. Just hold that for a minute and let's have a look. 30.3 kilos. So what I'm going to do is it's a bit of a faff to do this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it all the way up to the 30.3 and then take it back down, because I want that 0.3 for trappers. And what I'll do is I'll take 12.3 back to trappers, 1 hour 14 minutes. We'll harvest that.
I need to drop something.
Right. How long have we got on the fire? 31 minutes. I'll just add those couple of sticks. Gives me 47 minutes. I'm going to drop that piece of fir wood here. Saves me carrying it and bringing another one back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 5 of the guts, which takes me 45 minutes. I'm going to share the guts between trappers and the camp office. That's it. Right. We are at very early afternoon. The fog has closed in.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Yeah, we'll sort you out with that in a moment. To follow this ridge up and around, and this is when the fog closes in like this. This is where you really need to know your maps, because you need to know every rock and cluster of trees to use them as navigation points. Now, just a thought for you as well. We took that first shot against the bear and we winged him in the shoulder. You can see the blood spurt jump out where we hit him. If you want to pause the video, go back and check it, you'll see that. That made him charge at us. And the one thing I've noticed in this game is if you use the rifle against the bear and you only injure him, whether you're within his targeting range, as we call it, triggering range, or not, no matter how long a shot you take, he will charge at where the gunshot came from and then pick up your trail and come after you. I'm going to drop the meat here. Whereas if you did the same thing with the bow, he would not. Oh, I've just dropped that 0.3 kilo piece there. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind, we'll leave it there. Right, put the guts inside. And this is a fresh pile of guts, so I'm going to put them there. There they are. Right, let's just take a moment to check our conditions. We are very hungry, very thirsty. Not sure if we got a piece of cooked meat on us. We haven't, but we can take a drink right now. We'll eat that last kilo of cooked meat that's outside. We'll leave that uncooked meat there. Always keep your uncooked meat separate from your cooked meat, then you don't make the mistake of eating it uncooked. Which, depending on the game version you're playing, whether it's low or high difficulty, could give you food poisoning or intestinal parasites or dysentery or a bunch of other stuff. Predator meat will give you intestinal parasites in higher difficulties, Stalker and Interloper, but not in Voyageur. It doesn't seem to have intestinal parasites turned on in Voyageur or in Pilgrim. But the other thing that you could get from uncooked meat is food poisoning, which will basically take you out the game for 12 hours while you cure that up, assuming that you've got antibiotics or reishi tea available to immediately consume. You do then need 10 hours sleep to recover from it as well. So always keep your cooked meat and your uncooked meat separate. Now we definitely need some wood, and I'm not finding any sticks lying around, which is being a real pain. So we may have to harvest this guy in short stages just to avoid a hypothermia risk setting in. And what I might do is just hold off the fire until I know that we're down to the amount of harvesting that the fire will cover us for. At the moment we're doing okay on warmth. Our temperature's not dropping. So first thing I'm going to do is take 6 kilos off him. "36 minutes, let's do that. So, right, good. Let's take another, oops, take another 4 off him. Temperature's still good.
I might have to drop some gear.
Now I'm going to take those guts off him. 1 hour 9 minutes. This is the risky one. Right. Take that.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Start the fire.
Come on.
The other reason for starting the fire now is that the bear is starting to freeze up, which means that it takes longer to harvest. So by having the fire running, it'll stop him from freezing. Got an hour and 32. It says there's only 4 kilos left on there. Right. Now, how long have we got left on the fire? An hour and 5.
place to rest.
that's not enough to cook. And we do need to put some food into us. What I'll do is I'll drink that, which will put some calories into us and rehydrate us. And to save the weight, no, we'll just have a drink of water. Right, so there's nothing to harvest on the bear now. We've got his hide and half his guts and a good chunk of his meat. Back at the Trapper's Lodge, we're taking the rest of his meat and half of his guts across to the camp office now. And we're going to have to be very, very careful of wolves, because there are at least 2 wolf patrols that we've got to go through, and we're absolutely stinking of blood from all that fresh meat and guts. We've got a 3-bar scent. It's coming up to sunset. We are heavily overladen. The only thing we can pick up on the way through is sticks. We can't afford to stop and cut wood, otherwise we will get attacked. But we do need to get quite a few sticks, because we're going to have some big old fires to burn to cook all of this meat before we come back to Trappers and cook the meat at Trappers. Now you might be saying, but you left all that raw meat outside of Trappers, is that not going to attract predators? It doesn't seem to. If you left it in the middle of the wilderness, like where we are right now, then yeah, predators would come and pick it up and run away with it and you'd lose it. But when you drop it next to a building that you use as a base, they don't seem to touch it. Now whether that's a deliberate game mechanic or just a glitch in the overall code, I don't know. But we know we left 12.3 kilos of meat there. We'll check it when we go back. And you can then see for yourself. And we leave the meat outside because it deteriorates slower in the cold of the snow and the weather. You take it indoors, it deteriorates quite fast. And I do wish they would introduce to the game the bear-proof food storage boxes that are in the story mode. Game spoiler, there's one at Trapper's Lodge in story mode, but not in sandbox mode. And they are very useful, because you can leave your tinned foods and other stuff in it as well, and it slows the deterioration on them. So far so good. We have no Fido to give us grief, and I'm going to head across to that side of this walk through, because quite often there is a wolf up there on the railway. So if we come to this side, it gives us much more time to react, as well as possibly keeping us outside his trigger range. There's a stick there, a couple of sticks actually. And we're going to have to come back and chop up some of these big logs, because we're not going to be able to cook all of this bear meat with just sticks. But as we're walking through, I'm picking up as many of the sticks as I can. And there he is. Damn it. And of course we get a blood loss. Why not? And I believe we're out of liquid antiseptic. We are, so we have to use an old man's beard patch. And our clothes are going to be shredded by now. And just in case he's got a mate running around, we'll take the rifle out again. Who knows, he might even come back to us if he, in his panic, if he runs too close to us. I have been attacked by injured wolves many times. And it's a pain in the ass, because you're not expecting that, even though you can see them, and they might be as far away from you as that rock just there. You think, oh, they're injured, they're in their death panic, and then suddenly they turn and attack you because they got too close to you. Now there's usually a lot of sticks across here, but I'm not seeing any just yet. And we may have to cook this meat in the morning because our dude is absolutely exhausted. We do need to get some clothing repairs done. Here we go, here's all the sticks. Hooray. His encumbrance is getting out of control. And what we're going to do is we're just going to get down to here, we're going to drop all the sticks and meat, and then dive into the camp office, create a save point, and that'll be the end of the video. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. If you watched this far, well done. Really appreciate it. Let's just try and get all the sticks into this corner. If you haven't already, please give the video a like. Please subscribe to the channel. My aim is to grow the channel, turn it into a full-time career, and I need your help to do that. There we go, drop all that meat there. Actually what we'll do is we'll pick up one stick and we'll get our second fire into position. That'll do. We'll just start the fire so the fire's in place. Not going to try cooking anything right now. We need to get indoors. We need to get a save point. We need to get rested. We need to fix up our clothes, and then we can do all of that. But first we'll need to get more firewood when we wake up in the morning. So, come on fire, get started. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we are. Perfect. Right, that lets us cook 4 kilos of meat at a time, which will get through it a lot faster. Right, so there we've created a save point. I'm going to pause it there, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode when we cook all that meat and then go back up to Trappers.
I'm so tired. I could just lay down right here.
Thank you, Mark. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.